I'm Nurin Afrina. I would like to ask you a question. Have you ever felt like the world is too heavy to carry, that no one understands you? Then you're just... I'm Nurin Afrina. I would like to ask you a question. Have you ever felt like the world is too heavy to carry, that no one understands you? Then you're just alone. According to the World Health Organization, over 280 million people suffer from depression worldwide. That number isn't just a statistic. It's someone's sister, brother, or friend, maybe even you. Each of us has faced moments of struggle, whether it's stress from school, heartbreak, or simply waking up and feeling like you're not enough. That's why it's important to listen, because sometimes all we need is a little reminder that we are not alone. As someone who has gone through emotional lows myself, I found comfort and strength in the words of Nick Alia Hayati. I read her book, You'll Never Walk Alone, not just once, but several times. I've also read reviews and listened to others who were touched by her words. You'll Never Walk Alone by Nick Alia Hayati is a heartwarming book that offers hope, healing, and the message that no matter what we go through, we are not alone. First, I will describe what the book is about. Second, I will explain the key messages shared by the author. Third, I will discuss how the book personally impacted me and why I recommend it. So the book is a collection of reflections, poem, and reminders for the soul. Nick Alia Hayati writes from the heart. Her words feel like a friend's warm hug, guiding you through your darkest days. It's not a long novel, but every page carries meaning. You can open it to any page and find something that speaks to you. For instance, in one part, she writes, "This sadness is not permanent. You will smile again." That line stayed with me, so now that you understand what the book is about, let me explain the main messages behind her writing. The author emphasizes self-worth, faith, and emotional healing. Nick Alia uses her own struggles to show that pain is temporary and that healing is a process. She talks a lot about being kind to yourself, having faith, and trusting that better days will come. She often relates her writing to Islamic values, gently reminding the reader that Allah is always with us, even when no one else is. We've looked at the powerful messages in the book, but what makes it truly special is how it has impacted my own life. Let me share that with you. This book changed the way I view hardship and myself. Reading it made me more patient with my emotions. It reminded me to pause and breathe and to let go of guilt for feeling weak. I've recommended this book to friends going through hard times, and they've thanked me for it. I remember reading one chapter after a really bad day, and it brought tears to my eyes, not because I was sad, but because I finally felt understood. So to wrap up, we've talked about what the book is, what it teaches us, and how it can personally touch our lives. So You'll Never Walk Alone is a comforting book filled with healing words. It shares messages about self-love, faith, and not giving up. It had a deep personal impact on me and gave me hope when I needed it. So You'll Never Walk Alone by Nick Alia Hayati is a heartwarming book that offers hope, healing, and the message that no matter what we go through, we are not alone. So I will ask you again, have you ever felt alone? If the answer is yes, maybe this book is your reminder that even in your darkest hour, you are never walking alone. As Nick Alia says, even on your weakest days, you are still strong. Thank you.
Have you ever made a decision and later wondered what I was thinking? We all have, but what if I told you that our brain are wired to make this kind of mistake over and over again? All of us making daily decisions because most of us are unaware of the physical thinking traps shape those decisions. This speech will help you to understand the traps and how to avoid them. I've read The Art of Thinking think clearly, and it opened my eyes on how our own decision were being shaped by our own bias. I also watched several talks by Rob W. and read psychology articles to help me understand. So moving on to the first thesis. So firstly, I will describe the common thinking errors. Secondly, I will explain why this error happened, and third, I will discuss how we can avoid them. Moving on to the first point, which is the common thinking error. Many people fall into cognitive traps such as confirmation bias, only believing things that match their opinions and never listen to each other's opinion, or a sunk at the cost fallacy, where we keep on doing something just because we have already invested time or money on it. Example, I can simply say that sticking with a boring Netflix series just because you already paid for it. I don't really suggest that kind of stuff because it's a common thinking errors. Many people have fallen into cognitive traps because of what we believe. We believe we have paid for it, which is very common for us. Like your mother tell you that you pay for your tuition and you have to stick on it. I don't think that is a good thing to do. If you cannot carry it out and make your mind, set up your goals and just do it. Okay. Moving on to the transition. Now that we have seen some example of thinking errors, and understand why our brain fall into this trap. Moving on to why the thinking errors happen. We all know our brain uses a shortcut called heuristics to make decisions quickly. Like, for instance, we might assume a plane is more dangerous than a car because we heard about plane crashes on the news. We believe what we heard. We believe and make decision that what we heard is true. We have no successful evidence sometimes, but we decided to make decision based on it. So we all know what thinking errors are and why they happen, right? But how do you fix them? How do you fix the thinking error? Moving on to the main point 3, which is how to avoid thinking errors. W recommends us slowing down the thinking process and questioning your instinct. Is it true? Is it vulnerable? Is it trustable? Is it real? Before buying something on impulse, ask yourself, am I being influenced or I really want it? Am I being influenced by those TikTok videos only? Are they worth it? Ask yourself before you make a thinking error and then you regret later. Now that I've said how we can improve our thinking, let me read up my speech. Let me read up for you so you could understand it better. What am I talking about? Why am I talking like this? It is to make sure that you did not make any thinking errors. As we all know, common thinking errors like confirmation bias and sunk cost fallacy are everywhere. You can see common thinking errors like the way you think yourself, you can think it. These errors happen because our brains use shortcuts. Like I've said it before, most of us believe what we saw, what we heard without any further confirmation. You can avoid them by thinking slowly and use logical tools. For example, is this plane going to crash? To be honest, if it's safe, it won't crash. If you believe yourself that it won't crash, it won't crash. Believe me. Recognizing thinking errors such as cognitive bias can help us make smarter decisions in daily life. So for the closure, so the next time you're about to make a decision, pause, ask yourself, am I thinking clearly or I'm just reacting dramatically? Or is it true? Your mind is powerful, but only you need to learn how your mind thinks. Only you can control what your mind thinking, and the decision you made are based on yourself. You have to face the consequences after, so ask yourself, is it true? Have I made up my mind, or am I actually thinking it is the best for me, but it's not really is? Maybe you should think before you react. That's all I have to say. That's all from me. Thank you.
Have you ever cried alone at night, wondering why life feels so heavy? Or maybe you smile in front of everyone while hiding a heart that's hurting. If you ever felt like that, then this book might exactly what you need. Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Nurna Sharwinda Hairani. Today, I want to share a book that really spoke to my heart. It's called Goodbye Sedih dan Kecewa by Riri Rahayu. Just from the title, you can already guess what is it about. Saying goodbye to sadness and disappointment. And honestly, siapa je yang tak pernah rasa sedih atau kecewa kan? So, what this book actually about? This book is like a friend who sits beside you during your lowest moments and say, it's okay, you are going to be fine. Riri write in a way that's super relatable. It's not too heavy, but it is deep. She talks about heartbreak, rejection, feeling stuck, and how to slowly let go of the pain and move forward. Best part? She reminds us that Allah is always be there, even when it feels like no one else will. Now that you understand what the book is about, let's look at the benefits you can gain from reading it. Reading Goodbye Sedih and Kecewa helps you understand that it's okay to feel pain, but we don't have to stay stuck in it. It teaches emotional strength, faith-based healing, and the importance of self-love. Many readers say they feel calmer, stronger, and more hopeful after reading this book. It's like a warm hug for your heart. So we know what the book is about and how it helps. Now let's talk about who should read it. I say anyone aged 13 and above will enjoy this. Whether you are a teen going through your first heartbreak or an adult dealing with life ups and downs, this book just gets you. The language is simple, but the meaning is deep. Now that we explore the content, benefits, and the target audience, let's wrap up everything we talk about. How this book helps? It helps. Seriously, reading this book teaches you how to be strong emotionally and how to heal, not by ignoring the pain, but facing it with patience and faith. It also reminds us that sadness doesn't mean we are weak, and that letting go isn't giving up. It's choosing peace for yourself. The way Raven writes feels like she understands exactly what you are feeling. And what makes this book so special? If you are feeling down, overwhelmed, or just need some motivation to move on, this book is like a warm hug for your soul. I highly recommend it. That's all from me. Thank you and happy healing. Bye.